just so people are familiar with the format, the opening 10 minutes or so will be live, and then we'll have a barbell section till say 1 a.m. tomorrow morning Irish time. So if you can just raise your hand,
some of us would have fired you for being late.
Live section.
We used to walk over.
Just doing extras, you know?
We used to walk over exactly.
Thankfully he's gone.
Hey, Murray.
Murray, how are you?
Okay, Bernard to the group.
Caelan, how are you? Bernard from Virgin Media Sport. Just how proud would you be leading the side out against the All Blacks tomorrow?
Yeah, very. It's a special group we have. We've had a great 10 days so far together. And yeah, we're massively excited for tomorrow. Friday night game here in the Aviva, packed out against New Zealand. You can't get much better than this. So there's a lot of excitement within the group.
Obviously for you personally to be the player to captain Ireland against the All Blacks.
Yeah, hugely proud for myself, my family, everyone who's played a part in my rugby journey. So I hope they'll all have a bit of pride watching tomorrow.
Andy said yesterday it's not about revenge. Do you feel as a group you owe New Zealand one after what happened at the World Cup?
I think every time we play them, there's a good rivalry, there's mutual respect, there's two good top sides going against each other, and tomorrow night will be no different. I think from last Monday when we first came together, it was about our progression, our evolution, getting better, and tomorrow night's a big test for us in doing that. Thank you.
Kevin, you touched on it just at the end there. What are you looking to get out of this game?
A performance. I think the first half against South Africa in the second test was pretty good, and elements in the first test as well, but there wasn't a complete performance. Obviously our discipline in the second half let us down quite a bit. So it's about pushing the limits of where this group can go and continuing to improve together, and that's very much so been the theme of the last 10 days.
Where do you see that you could be crucial to that back row battle this month?
Yeah, like looking at Satiti, obviously Kane was world class against us in the quarter final, and Save as well, 3 quality players. Finau off the bench too. So Satiti in particular is obviously a young player, and he's been class in the Rugby Championship and last week again against England. So I think you love testing yourself against other world class oppositions and against very good back rows as well. So looking forward to going up against them, the 3 of us against the 3 of them will be a good challenge.
Question for me, the home record is an impressive one. What do you put that down to?
Definitely in part down to the sport. Like, we love playing here. You can feel the nation behind us, definitely. We've obviously got whatever 50 odd here, but you can feel it across the country, everyone being behind us, and that makes a massive difference.
Thanks, May.
May here from Television New Zealand. In the All Blacks camp, you've spent some time this week looking back at the history between All Blacks and Ireland and the rivalry. Is that something you've done in your camp too? Have a look at the history between the two sides?
Not so much, no. We haven't explicitly mentioned it, but there's an awareness there, and there's an awareness that over the last number of years there's been obviously tighter battles than further back.
Do you think there's any bad blood between the two sides?
I don't think so. You obviously hear about some of the stuff that came out after the game, but it hasn't been a big thing for us at all this week. We're very aware of their threats and how good a team they are and how good individuals they have. So that's been the focus point more than anything else.
You mentioned it just before, but what is it like playing in a stadium with that crowd behind you, and how much of an edge are you hoping they gives you?
Yeah, it's special. It's especially against New Zealand. It goes up another level, I think, here in the fields of Athenry at the start of the game, and it's palpable. You can definitely feel the extra energy it gives you, and the support behind us. Yeah.
Thank you. Just Tom Alison, ESPN. I was just wondering, you captained the country a couple of times. Do you feel more settled in the role now? Do you kind of feel like it comes second nature to you?
I wouldn't quite say second nature, but yeah, definitely getting more comfortable in it. Starting to enjoy it more. Like, between the coaches we have and the experience within the group and the leadership group, the load is very much so spread across everyone. So I don't feel too much extra pressure or responsibility on me. Of course, there is some, given the role, but yeah, I'm becoming more settled in it.
How would you describe your leadership style?
Probably actions first. I think I've a good relationship with the group, with all the individuals within the group, and yeah.
Thank you. Stephen, then Ruth at the back.
Obviously, there are a lot of players in the current team that have probably beaten New Zealand more times than they've actually lost, but 2016 is a huge turning point for Irish rugby. Do you have any particular memories of watching that field?
I remember the occasion more than any specific moments. I remember the 8 during the haka, which was pretty special, and yeah, just the celebrations after as well are the abiding memories.
Do you think the mindset of Irish rugby, is completely different playing New Zealand than it was then? That was a huge moment for the country.
Yeah, I think when you break new ground in terms of getting a win against them, you know you can do it, and there's more belief off the back of that. It's not this thing that you've never gotten near or never beaten before. So of course there's still massive respect, because you have to respect them given how good they are, but there's also more belief, definitely.
Ruth?
Just on the quarter-final at the World Cup, obviously revenge isn't being talked about, but that disappointment has to be there. You're not a robot, you have to feel that disappointment. Do you channel that going into a game like this?
I haven't thought about it too much personally. I've obviously reflected on that game, and I know it wasn't near one of my best performances or where I can get to. So it's all part of the journey and the evolution of a player and of a person. And I'm sure that game, some of the lessons from it will lead to further development and growth for me. And I'm looking forward to putting that into action.
And just the leadership role, what have you taken from past leaders? What sort of advice has been given to you from the likes of Johnny?
Yeah, very much so. Be yourself, find your own way. Like, the temptation can be to kind of, oh, he did this that way, I'm going to have to copy that. But kind of, like I was saying there, as you get more comfortable in the role, you can kind of do things a little bit more in your own way and find your own way a little bit. And I'm still in the process of doing that, but enjoying it.
Last couple of questions in the live section, Gavin.
Caelan, just a couple from me. The quarter-final match, I don't know if you felt that there was a bit of a sort of strategy to maybe nullify your ball carrying threat specifically, and if so, have you looked at that, and can you find a way around that?
I think one of the strengths of our team and our attack is the ability to make the right decision at the line, in terms of if there are 2 people coming for one of our players, that opens up a hole somewhere else. So on the quarter-final day, we didn't get those decisions right, but if 2 people are going on one player, there's got to be space somewhere else. So making the right decisions there is important.
And just on the captaincy, you're a young international captain, but you must be aware there's it's a Lions season as well, and you're coming into that conversation. I just wonder how that makes you feel, and how you process this rise in terms of people seeing you specifically as a leader.
I'm not looking there at all, to be honest. I'm not reading into any of that. Very much so trying to take it week by week and focus on myself and my evolution without thinking too far ahead.
Thanks. Last question for the live section, Warrior.
Hi, Caelan. I was just wondering, it might be a bit left field, but with your psychology degree, does that play a part in how you approach the captaincy or the game itself?
There's definitely crossover there. Probably not directly from my psychology degree, but probably more so from my parents and my interest in psychology in general. How exactly, I'm not sure. Probably in many different ways. And I think understanding myself, self-awareness that have come from that probably make me a better player, I would say.
Okay, that's it for the live section, and the rest is in